then we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's the Cowboys going up against the Patriots. With that, we'll send you up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. And right side caught. Hogan. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10 now. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Brady now on 1st down. Pass incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. Brady will try again on 2nd down.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. Now Brady. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady, eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Durant able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. first down. Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's round!
Prescott looks to throw on first. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Prescott yet again. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White. It was looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure, we'll see if they dial it up this drive.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. The solid stiff arm. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's an entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
One man in the backfield, Elliott, and they'll give it to him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
Now Dak Prescott in the off. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Second down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And the coach has decided to challenge this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll throw again. Prescott got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing, Prescott, and that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates. Never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
This is taken at the 18. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change.
Terrence Williams, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 78 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the Combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. The final shot before half for Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got time. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. I was just confused on that one. I had third down written. It said third down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was fourth?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it. I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this. And look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone. But here, it's 4 downs. All right? I can't believe they tried it that way. And then when they had faked it as well, nothing doing.
Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent.
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. He hits Beasley right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Hey. 4 down.
One man on the backfield, Elliott. 2nd down, Prescott. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Let's go. One.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Complete to Jason Witten. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go. 190. 190. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Rip left. Rip left.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
Delay game, offense.
Here we go. 190. 190. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Ohio.
And again, it's Prescott. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch.